What's up? Welcome to the His House, DK His House to be exact. You've definitely made it to the right place, right on time, because we're here to spill this tea, gossip, all is allegedly. So please don't get in your feelings, because I don't know none of these people, so nothing's been confirmed or denied. But you know how we talk at the His House, we gather around some tea, coffee, drinks, whatever, eat snacks, and get right into it. And that's just what I plan to do today. Are you ready? I know I am. What it do? So apparently there was an accident with one of the rappers of the Migos. Rest in peace to Take Off. And a lot of people are talking about it, and videos are surfacing. People are speaking their tea and their, I don't know, their side or version. So I decided to speak on it too, not because I have to, but just because, that's what I do, is speak about topics. So I will say that it's very unfortunate because, as we all know, Takeoff don't mess with nobody. Like, he keep with himself. So whoever fired off on Takeoff is like pointless. Like, just, just irrelevant. Like, Takeoff don't mess with nobody. Takeoff wasn't obviously the problem in the altercation. Not saying that Quavo deserved to get anything either, but Takeoff literally just sit, chills, doesn't mess with anybody. And I just went to his page and realized he just dropped a new song, and it's fire, it's good. And that was like 2 or 3 days before the incident it was dropped. So that's very, very unfortunate. So I'm up here looking at all this stuff, being mad about it because of course it's pointless. Of course it's pointless. Of course it's pointless, right? But then you gotta think about it of the fact that it had to be set up. It wasn't an accident because nothing else makes any sense to you. Wow. And I mean, like, it shouldn't have happened. We already are aware of that it shouldn't have happened. So if it shouldn't have happened, then it obviously was a setup. So if you break that part down, you got to think about, okay, who set up who? So you're hearing different stories, you're hearing different analogies. We had one story where a woman said that she was there and that only the incident happened before the incident actually happened, and only certain people had firearms. But obviously that wasn't true because they're saying that people in Takeoff camp had guns and the other parties had guns. And if they're ops, I'm not understanding why they both in the same area. That don't even make no sense to me. Okay, that's one. And then two, she said that everybody was searched before they went in there. So if you're searched before you went in there, that seems like that's either, I assumed there was a private party because they said it was only like 40 people there. But I guess not, because then they said it happened at a bowling alley. So why would they search people at a bowling alley? I'm not sure, unless it was a private party. And then if you were at a bowling alley, why would you be getting grimy at a bowling alley? So I'm confused about that. But yeah, we do see Quavo arguing, but as somebody else pointed out, he walked away. Like, he wasn't trying to be about the beef. And the fact that he got shot anyway, that lets you know that somebody was not wanting him to leave. Okay? Them to leave, or him to leave, or them to leave. So they took action. But before that, it seemed as if somebody was initiating an argument with him. So you got to look at who was initiating the argument, as well as they pointed out somebody had their hand on a Glocky before the pops went off. So that's almost as if, like, either they was expecting something to go off or they was ready for something to go off. And I don't know if they was on Quavo's count or other people's count, but that was just kind of weird to me because that made TMZ. I will say that. But I was watching other people's channels too, and I just want to talk about something just didn't sit right with me. And you just take it how you want to take it. So what is right for me is like, because obviously it seemed like as if it was a setup. So whoever orchestrated the whole event, put it together, who was pushing for them to come down, obviously had more to do with it than expected, because it seemed like it was a whole plot to set it up. But the issue that got me was, dang, like I was looking at somebody's channel. I want to say they had something there titled about streets or talking or street cred. I don't know. It was a light-skinned man, and he looked like he was like in the studio. I don't know. But I think he's from Houston, because he was talking about the wards. And I've been in Houston for several times, and I don't know 3rd ward from 5th ward to 6th ward. I don't know none of the wards. So if I just roll up on something, I'm just gonna have to roll up on something. But he was saying that 5th ward is talking, and that 5th ward is a place that everybody knows not to go, especially if you got money, because you might get got, because they not scared over there. Basically, that's kind of what he was saying. But what got me was, he was posting up that Quavo's and Migos was in 5th ward most of that day, and the way that people knew that they was in 5th ward was a little shady. Okay. What was shady was the fact that somebody was posting it on their story. They put their location, kind of like another incident that took back with another rapper, where somebody posted his location. And that's something you common sense know not to do, right? You don't post the location of a person, especially if they got clout, right? So that was suspicious, because it wasn't just one post. It was more than one post. And every post, you could see at the bottom of it, 5th ward location. Like it was put there on purpose. But that wasn't the crazy part, because I was like, who's this clout chasing person, okay? And then I was looking at some other videos. One, the person had their hand on the Glocky, which I think they said it was in Quavo them camp. I'm not sure. But it looked like that was one of the person that was riding around with Quavo, because he had on black. And it like his hair was the same, but I could be wrong, because everything was a blur. But that's going back to what really got me was those story posts. Like, who does that? Okay, so tagged in the story post. Okay, pay attention. What got me very suspicious? Okay, he had Quavo tagged in the post, tagged. Takeoff tagged in the post, tagged. Then there was another guy, YRN dot, what was it? Something. Okay, tagged in the post. And the person, when they had mentioned the other dude's name, they kind of said like I was like just somebody irrelevant, right? Okay, so I only started to get curious, because I'm like, this is a clout chasing mofo. That's what I was thinking, right? Because I'm like, first of all, you tagging locations in posts, it's only 3 people tagged: Quavo, Takeoff, and you, whoever this person is. Now, I don't know if it's the person who was doing the stories, or the person. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, right? But anyway, so I noticed the first 3 letters of Takeoff name was the first 3 letters of this other guy's Instagram page that nobody was paying no attention to, right? It was like a nobody or whatever. So I'm like, I gotta go see who this dude is, because it could be the person posting the stories, because at me, it was giving very much clout chasing vibes. Like, look at me, I'm with Quavo, and whatever, and why you posting your location, basically, you know. So I go check out his page. First of all, I was a little shook. I don't know if he's a relative. He could very much be, because he kind of just give me the Quavo Takeoff vibe. And when you go to his page, but he's kind of like, I'll get into that later. But he's a rapper, and I listen to his music, and he sound pretty decent. And he kind of sound like Quavo and, you know, whatever, Takeoff, right? So it would make sense that he would be mad about something, you know, if he's a rapper, he know rappers, and he not on, okay? But that's beside the point. I'm just saying, just hypothetically, because this is all allegedly. I'm just speaking on what I think and what I've observed. I don't know neither one of these, no. Just to be clear, okay? Rest in peace to Takeoff once again, because I feel like he was innocent, right? Okay. And once again, I did say allegedly this could have been planned. Okay, so let's go back to it was NYNR something. Okay. His profile. I'm on his profile. Now keep in mind, when I looked at his profile, he did not give me rapper vibes. Like, the look had a little feminine touch to it, but he also had he had skill with rapping, I'm not gonna lie. He had like a bunch of nice fits on, like stylish. And his account was very much public, right? So I was like, oh, that's kind of, you know, odd, because I would think that since he was tagging people, you know, locations and everything, he might put his stuff on private because, you know, maybe people will be blowing him up about stuff. You know, I don't know. I'm just speculating, because some people don't care. People are used to ignoring people. You know, it don't matter to them. But me, I just would feel like if you're the one being tagged in all these photos, you know, I would probably my issue if I don't want to be bothered. But if I wanted clout, or if I wanted, you know, to be on the scene, I would keep my stuff on property. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me thinking out loud. So that was weird to me, right? So then, but it would definitely give me very much. I can see why he would be a little jealous. I'm just saying. Not saying he was. I'm just saying I could see how he could be, based on the fact that he was a rapper. He knew these guys. He was in a car with these guys, because in the story, it looked like they was riding around together. It looked like. But, or at least sitting in a car in one of the pictures, or both of the pictures. So you obviously know them well enough to be in a car with them, because I don't think it was an Uber, because it looked like a Cadillac with leather seats and stuff like that. So anyway, and their sound, like I said, was very similar. So this person could have easily have grown up with them. Not saying he did. And they just say that he had made a proposition about music to them since he's a rapper, and they declined it. Not saying that they did. I'm just speaking hypothetically. Okay, so I decided to go to his story just because, right? And he put rest easy to Quavo, you know. I mean, Takeoff, sorry. But he also posted some other photos that just didn't seem like he was very much caring to the sensitivity of the situation. Like, I feel like everybody in the world cares more about the incident than him. Now, I could be wrong, but it is about. Now, of course, I can be overanalyzing and thinking too much into some ish, but that's just what I'm gonna do, and I'm not able to do that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So anyway, so going back to the situation. So I'm looking at his profile, and today's date, which would be like the third, no. Okay, the second, which is, it's late morning for me, of the next day, but it would have been posted on the, second or the third, around that time. But I was on his story, and the pictures he was posting, like I said, this man don't even look like a rapper to me, okay? He's like very feminine touches to me, right? That's just besides the point. I'm just speaking what I'm observing. And when I say feminine, it's just like he has really, what is it? That's what it is. Is it transsexual, metrosexual? I don't know. He's giving me very much. I take care of my skin. I take care of my grooming, and like I have to look a certain way, like that. When I think of a rapper, I think like, you know, Lil Wayne or like grimy. He doesn't give me that vibe. Is what I'm saying. Okay, if that makes sense. So he's posting selfies, very much like, look at me, look at me. Now I don't see the post with him tagging anybody in them, because that was, like I said, I think I was a story that was posted, so it wouldn't still be there. But very much in the story at location, and it could have been him posting it, but I'm not sure because I saw it on somebody's channel. It was giving me very much unbothered. I don't care that my guy that I was just riding with died. It was giving me very much, I don't give a fuck. But I could be wrong. And that was just threw me off. Now, I don't know about everybody else, but that just kind of threw me off. But y'all let me know. He could be very much a bystander, but how crazy everybody else is going and this and that. The last thing I'll be doing is posting selfies of myself and trying to be seen and leaving my profile out for everybody to see. Like, I don't know. It just didn't give me what it needed to give. Now, not saying that this person has anything to do with it, because he probably doesn't. He can very much be a relative. He can very much be a very known friend of the family, because according to the person who was posting the stories, was saying that everybody knows that's the area you don't go to. So this guy is from Houston. Very much, it was on his profile. You could see that he was from Houston, and he would know what areas not to go to. I'm assuming. I don't know because I go wherever, but I heard like there's wars, and I wouldn't even know if I ran up on one. I wouldn't even know. But it's just odd that they ended up there, if you ask me. So with that being said, all I'm saying is like, things are just not adding up on so many levels. Not only with the way it was done, it didn't make any sense, so that only really leaves one alternative, that it was a setup. And with it being a setup, somebody in the camp had to have known the situation, basically. And who the shots was meant for is up in the air. It could have been for one, for both, for none. I don't know. But due to the fact that they walked off before it happened, it kind of indicates that, like, they weren't meant to leave, if that makes sense. So you have to think about who brought them to the situation and who was posting their location, you know, to be on a real, because that person is from the area. You know what I'm saying? But that person could be innocent, and he could have been just riding with his homies. But if you a cloud chaser and you posting locations and you don't seem that bothered after the situation, that's a little suspicious. But I ain't mention no names. I'm just speaking on what I had saw. And hopefully this person has nothing to do with it, because that would be sad. But I wouldn't. You can't put nothing past nobody these days, because everybody wants a little shine, everybody wants a little clout. And this person is very well dressed, so obviously they're doing okay for themselves, or either they got a bag, or they're doing well for themselves to where they don't need that. But this person is a rapper, and you know the rap game, everybody trying to get a come up in this rap game industry. And if you know rappers and you ain't came up yet, because I never heard of this person, but obviously he does music. And like I said, I heard one of his songs and it was decent on his page. So I don't know. Y'all be the judge. And everybody's proven innocent until guilty, proven guilty. And we made it to the end. And it's about time to go home. But I definitely appreciated you for stopping by. You're definitely always welcome. And I hope you learned something today, or it caused you to think a little bit differently about something that was said on today. If you like any parts, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Before you go, make sure you comment down below, because I love hearing from you. Whether good or bad, I don't delete the comments. So speak your mind. I'm here for it. Are you?